So it got a little rainy out there, but we did finish up the brew. That I didn't record any of it because of the rain and because my buddy Ben had to go home and fix a garage issue. Anyway, so after I put in the first set of hops, it went 45 minutes, and I put in the second set of hops at 15 minutes with the Warflack tablet. That's the concentrated Irish moss, and about an ounce of ground up coriander that I used my Vitamix for. From there, about at the 10-minute mark, I went ahead and I put in some yeast nutrients and stopped it, or added the wort chiller so it could sanitize itself at about that time as well, and then stopped it at 60 minutes. From there, went ahead and got it all cooled down with the wort chiller. It took a little bit longer because the water's not as cold coming out of my place as it is my buddy Ben's, and so it took longer than I'm used to. So about 20-25 minutes, got it down to below 80 degrees, but not too much below 80. So I went ahead and I put it into the fermenter bucket, and after that I took it back out of the fermenter bucket and so I could aerate it some, and then put it back into the fermenter bucket with a strainer over the fermenter bucket, so I can go ahead and get the loose hops and the coriander and all that stuff. So that's not sitting in my fermenter. At that point, the temperature was down below 70, about 75, and I went ahead and took a reading on it. My original gravity reading turned out to be 1.044, which is about 0.05 lower than I really wanted it to be. 0.005 than I wanted it to be, but we'll see. It needs to ferment and down below 1.005 for me to be happy as to where the alcohol is, and I think I will be. But we'll see what happens, and we're going to let it sit. I went ahead and I pitched the yeast and stirred it up a little bit so that way the yeast can get started. Then I put the lid on it and put two airlocks on it, and both of them I filled it with rum. I didn't put sanitized water, I put rum, so that way if it spills in there, I got a little extra rum in there. Yay! Anyway, so, and I set it downstairs, and I'm not sure what the temperature is in my basement. I need to go get a thermometer and find out. But I'm sure it's sitting right around 69 degrees where I have it, sitting inside my cabinet. And I'll go ahead and I'll show that here later, and you'll be able to see that. Hopefully at that time it'll be fermenting and you'll see the bubbles come out. So it's been a fun experience doing it in the rain. I'll tell you what, that's not something I want to do again. But if I have to, I will, because I like brew beer. So I'll get back on here in a couple days or tomorrow and show the fermenting process happening, hopefully. So